So today is the day. We're going to be taking delivery of our Flex Machine Tools CNC mill. A lot of you guys have picked up on this. There's been a lot of hints out there. We had a trip last May up to Ohio where I was at Flex, did a little training on one of the Flex CNC machines. So this has been a long time in the works here, working directly with Flex Machine Tools about getting one of their machines in the shop. A lot involved there, but I don't want to get into the logistics of that. But there's been several delays throughout the year. We actually had to change the size of the machine that we were going to put in here, so that was a delay, and other things happened. But it is on the way. It should be here very soon this morning, and it is going to be going right here in the this main bay of the shop right here. You know, I've had these tape marks down here for quite a while as you know, some hints and a lot of videos, and there's a lot of folks out there that picked up on that. And just kind of wanted to wait until the time was right where I knew that the machine was going to be coming and go ahead and unveil it then. But this is going to be one of their 4 foot by 20 foot mills, and that's what the tape marks represent, the size of the machine. And somewhere, I can't remember which one of these X's marked the center, but I did some measurement quite a few months ago, put those tape marks down, but that's going to be the center of the machine right there. And it's going to take up quite a bit of room. You can see tape mark out here. This area is going to be like where the control panel sticks out. So the side of the machine, I think, is going to be right about here. But we'll adjust it as we need as we get the machine in here. I spent the day or the afternoon yesterday getting everything kind of moved out of the way. We got the hide mech out of the way so that the guys can hopefully and successfully, without any problems, get the machine picked up, set into the doorway here, and pushed straight into where it's going to set right there. So it is going to be coming, or it's on the, I believe it's on the truck in 2 pieces. A lot of these CNC, the Flex CNCs come in 2 pieces, and when you unload them, you actually bolt the pieces together. And there's going to be more videos down the road of actually setting the machine up and getting it operational. The first step is to get it in here and get it set in place. And then at another date, the guys from Flex are going to be coming down here to actually get the machine set in place. They got to drill some holes in the concrete, get it anchored down, get it level, you know, bolted together properly. And then they have to actually machine the top of the mill at that point once it's set. So a lot of videos to come on getting this machine ready to go. We have a long ways to go, but what I would like to do today is just simply get maybe a little video of it getting picked up off the truck and get set in place, and maybe getting it pushed into the shop right here. All right, so the guys should be here very soon to get started. I got the camera in my hand, and I hope we have a fun video of the unload today. So the crews have arrived. The guys from Deep South Crane Rental is going to be handling the rigging and lifting of the Flex today. They actually, they've got a lull and the crane. They just parked out in the median of the highway so they could assess everything. And they're getting ready to pull the crane in here now. They're just going to get this guy into a little bit better position. And it looks like they brought a lull to do the pushing. All right, that's probably gonna be our machine right there. All right, let's take our first look at the machine here. This is gonna be a big boy. There it is. Truly amazing to see this here. So that's the rest of the bed. This comes in two pieces. You have the first piece with the gantry on it here. That'll get bolted to the rest of the bed right there. Let's take another look at it while the trucker is getting everything unstrapped. The guys from Deep South went back to the shop to get the proper spreader bar so that they can do a proper lift on the gantry section here. They do have lift points made into the machine base, like these holes here. Those are made for attaching shackles. Same thing on the bed here. You can see the holes here so you can attach shackles, and they have those in different locations up there apparently. It'll just take them a little time to get it rigged, and it should be a pretty simple lift once they get it ready. Let's hope for a nice smooth lift today. I think they've got it rigged up great. They got their spreader bar, and there should be 4 shackle points there right directly in the bed. 4 shackles, 4 straps, and a spreader bar. It should lift it up nice and easy. All right, I misspoke. They're gonna go ahead and get the gantry part in the shop. They are on a decline there with the sidewalk, so they wanna go ahead and get it in the shop, get it secure before they pick the bed up. They're going to give it a shot by hand and see if they can move it, but it looks a little too heavy for them. They got the lull there. They'll use that to push it in place. So I just gave them the marks. We've got 3 foot off of the back wall and then 3 foot off of the side wall there. Okay, so the crew has the first section in here, the main gantry section, and sitting on the floor. So now they're going to begin the process of lifting the bed off of the truck and then get the coolant tank and everything. So they'll get that off, get it rolled in here as well, and then I think we're going to end up bolting it together. So we'll clean both faces real good. They got some anti-rust, rust inhibitor on there. This is an O-ring to seal it. And we'll see about getting it bolted together. And once we get it bolted together and it's just gonna be sitting there, that's gonna be where we'll stop at this point because Flex will be coming later at another date to get the holes drilled and get it mounted and leveled in place. This one should be a little bit simpler. They just got some holes in the frame there so you can mount your shackles to it. Crane operator just told me that this one weighs 14,000 pounds.
going down with yours?
Already down. Yep. Yep. So I'm gonna need your jack over here to get mine out.
All right, the crew has got a final touchdown. It is in place for now. This is phase one, but they've got it sitting on the floor. It still has to go together. But man, look at that. We have the Flex Cnc in the shop. All right, guys, stage one is finished. We have the Flex Cnc in the shop, setting on the floor. And from here, we're gonna be coordinating with Flex Machine Tools. They're gonna be sending the crew down and finish the install here. I believe they're gonna have Deep South come back out at that point too to help with the moving around, because there's a little bit more that's got to be done here. So we'll talk you through that real quick. So there are leveling plates that go on the floor, and then the floor has to be drilled so that the leveling plates are anchored to the floor. So the next phase, what's going to happen, Flex, the guys, the techs there, they're going to be coming and they'll probably raise this back up, I would imagine, get it all level. And the two halves are going to be bolted together. There are alignment pins that go in those holes too, so it's I would assume it's a fairly precision fit here with these two halves come together. And they're going to be bolting it together. They're going to mark the location in the floor where all of the drilling has to be done. And once they mark all the holes, they actually physically move the machine out of the way. And I don't know what they're going to do now. Maybe they can like go to one side and the other to drill the holes and then bring it back on center and then set it down on the plates, and then the plates just get bolted to the floor there. So that's what they're going to do. They're going to handle all that, getting it all installed, set up, leveled, anchored properly, and you know, make sure it's operating correctly and everything like that. Once that phase is complete, that's when Aaron from Flex is going to come down and he's going to actually finish the install of milling the tabletop there, and of course going through everything with me again to kind of go over the machine, do some more training on how to operate it. We've already done that once, but it's been over a year. I still have a lot of training to do to be efficient at running all of these machines, all these CNC machines. So we still have quite a bit to cover there. But I'm really happy to finally see this in the shop. This has been a long time coming. We've been working directly with Flex for quite a while now on this idea of getting one of their machines in the shop here for us to use. This is going to be a pretty massive machine with a lot of capabilities on it. 4 foot Y, 20 foot X. So you can take, you know, if you have a full sheet of steel, like a 4x8 sheet of steel, you can basically set it up here if you need to machine that. Or if you have big pieces of structural steel that need to have holes or some kind of machine features in it, you can set a whole 20 foot length of material up here and do that. So that's just some of the capabilities. You can also use it for basic milling needs, you know, any kind of basic CNC milling needs. It'll handle just about anything that one of those other type of CNCs like the Miltronics, it'll handle those kinds of operations as well. You can have multiple workstations set up on this machine if that's what you need, you know, so it has a lot of flexibility there. So anyway, that's going to be it for this video. I am ready to get the shop closed up, turn my ACs back on. It's about 98 degrees outside when it feels like 100% humidity. So it's been a hot day, and I'm ready to cool down. Happy to see this in here, and really, really excited to be working with the new Flex Cnc.